A natural gas pipeline explosion that led to the evacuation of a Houston community is raising concerns for our neighbors here in Central Texas. The proposed 690-mile-long Dela Express pipeline would push natural gas from the Permian Basin in West Texas to Lake Charles, Louisiana. Jonathan Copeland is working with a coalition campaign to stop it.
They're trying to build this pipeline next to 3 schools, next to countless homes, and meanwhile, a pipeline exploded on Monday in Houston, and it's still on fire, almost 3 days later. So people who have come here have good cause for concern.
The pipeline would cross through several of our neighborhoods, including in Coryell County, leaving our local property owners worried about the impact it might have.
Now, my concern was SpaceX here conducts a lot of testing. The vibration from that shakes the ground. There's people's foundations that cracked. So if people's foundations are cracking from all that vibration, what's the effect that's going to have on the pipeline?
Other concerns: eminent domain, torn up properties, and the impact to livestock. While most are against the pipeline, some say there's an upside to it. Cassidy Crawley has worked for a pipeline union for 15 years.
The only landowners I've come across that had any negative feedback was the ones that had a non-union contractor not put back the land like it's supposed to be. And that's huge. I mean, that affects everybody, especially if you cut hay or run cattle. I mean, that's a big deal.
Their job: to weld the pipeline, and their goal is to leave it better than when they found it.
So we want to make sure that not only the gas company gets a great product, but the landowner has something that's under the ground that they don't have to worry about for years to come.
Still, Wednesday night's scoping session is the first of many meetings led by the FERC to hear from our neighbors. But most are certain the pipeline would do more harm to our community than good.
It's scary. They're not starting small. They're not starting with a 12-inch or a 20-inch like we saw in Houston. They're starting with a 42-inch, and that's one of the biggest pipelines out there.